yours truly. I'm the one and only. I go by the name of Mr. TALIAFERRO. Please make sure you're following your boy. It's on Instagram, and it's at Mr. TALIAFERRO. Today, I am rocking out with some GREASEWAY apparel. Y'all know we support black-owned clothing lines on this platform as much as we can. So to my dog Cody over there with GREASEWAY, got me right with this nice fitted shirt. Super hard. The bottom of this shirt is super dope as well. Y'all go check them out. All their social media profiles will be in the description of this post. Check out GREASEWAY apparel. They got some dope stuff over there. You want to go check them out. So to my dog Cody once again. So, one of the biggest stories in the day kind of combines my two passions, sports and music. James Harden of the Houston Rockets has made his way to the bubble in Orlando, in which the NBA is looking to restart their season. You know, for those who don't know, Russell Westbrook has COVID-19, and I'm assuming James Harden was late to the bubble because either he got COVID and maybe gave it to Russ, or maybe he just wanted to go into an additional quarantine because Russell Westbrook has it, and he's been working out with Russell Westbrook. They have been working out in the Houston area. So Harden was late to the bubble. He finally got there a couple days ago, and when he got there, not only did we see a little bit of hang time on the braids from Harden, but we saw Harden rocking a new mask. The Houston Rockets posted it on their social media account and said "mask up," and the mask is interesting to say the least. All right, y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comment box below. So anytime you see a thin line mask like that, especially in the color blue, more times than not, you can associate it with police officers, right? Supporting a pro-police is, you're pro-police, which I'm not saying I'm anti-police, because I'm not. I think we need good police, but I do think it's an interesting time. James Harden, who hadn't been seen in months, the first thing you decide to rock, the first mask you decide to rock, with everything that's going on in our country over the last few months, is a pro-police mask. I just think it's interesting with police that, Rashard Brooks got killed this summer. We've seen George Floyd get killed earlier. We've seen Breonna Taylor get killed, and the people who killed her, the police officers that killed her, ran into her spot. They still ain't been arrested. So I do think it's a interesting choice at best. Also, you see like this Punisher skull on this mask as well, which we all know that has always been associated with far-right groups. So it looks like James Harden, in his first fashion statement, we know he cares about his fashion a lot. Looks like in his first statement, he's rocking a pro-police mask. I just think it's interesting. He got called out about it on social media. A lot of people criticize James Harden. One of the more popular people to criticize James Harden was Trey Songz. Trigger went on his social media account and did not want it to be left on either side of the fence. He wanted to let his position be known on what he thought of James Harden mask. He said, "This certified clown shit, I'll say it for everybody who's scared to, fuck out of here." All right? Well, obviously, some of James Harden's friends are going to have his back. Young Thug and Meek Mill came to his defense. Young Thug said, "Just so you know, James Harden is my brother. By the way, he doesn't have the internet, so obviously he doesn't know what's right or wrong. If he posted something that's against us, but I hate when rappers get in niggas' business like this can't happen to them. Buster, let niggas clear that shit up, activists." And also Meek Mill said, "Y'all know damn well James Harden don't know what the mask meant, because I don't. He donate millions in real life to our people." End of story. I'm going to quickly get in and out of this video because, again, salute to James Harden, salute to Meek, salute to Thug, and salute to Trey. Ignorance of the truth or ignorance of what's going on is no excuse, Meek, Thug, or James Harden. Right now, I have been seeing Trey Songz go extra hard. I mean, he has been going extra hard, but it has been for the most part in support of the movement. I have seen Trey put up a couple questionable posts, not anything relating to the movement, but some things he's went kind of crazy on over. Like, I would love for somebody to check on Trey's mental health through everything that's going on. A lot of us are going through it mentally with the COVID going on in the quarantine. But I will say Trey, he's on the right side of history with this thing. He's been going super hard for the movement, and he called out Harden. He called him a clown. And Meek and Thug, they had their guys back. They said, "Y'all know James Harden don't know no better." I don't like that. I mean, James Harden's a 30-year-old man. What do you mean he doesn't know any better? He doesn't watch the news? He doesn't know that police have been killing black people? Like, what do you mean he doesn't know any better? That can't be the excuse for a grown man who runs a $200-300 million corporation, right? Like, James Harden is a brand. You don't have a choice but to care in 2020. You don't get to say James Harden doesn't know any better. right? Like that ignorance of the truth, ignorance of what's going on, there's no excuse for that. So all this just chit chatter for Young Thug and Meek Mill taking up for their God, stop it. And as good of a fashion guy or big of a fashion guy James Harden is, you ain't gonna tell me he didn't know what the hell he was putting on his face. Now, if you're telling me Trey jumped off the deep end, going in on a guy that he probably is gonna bump into in James Harden, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Like, yo, you didn't have to immediately say that. I'll give you that. But to say like, yo, Harden, he don't know what's going on. He don't know any better. I mean, he's a grown ass man. What do you want me to say? Like, yo, he doesn't deserve a pass. And again, James Harden needs to come out and speak on the mask that he decided to wear and say, yo, this is what it is. I'm supporting police officers, or my bad, I genuinely didn't know what I had on. I didn't know the ramifications of what I had on. Because it's not even a dope mask, by the way. It ain't even like and I'm not the most fashionable guy out there. Shit don't look good. All I know is this. I've heard this many times behind the scenes, right? You can take my word for it or not. I've been told that if you ever get into a conversation with Drake and Travis Scott about equality with black people, I've been told, or I've heard, that you will leave that conversation like, yo, what are they talking about? Like, what type of all lives matter niggas is y'all? Like, that's what I've heard. Now, Drake and Travis Scott have incredibly large fan bases, and I'm just bringing them two guys up because I know Travis Scott is a close friend of James Harden. So you can put one and one together and you can do with what I just told y'all as it may. I'm not criticizing nobody. I love James Harden game on the court. But with everything going on, I mean, literally the NBA, they almost didn't have their season because guys were like, I'm uncomfortable playing basketball with what's going on in our country. You want me to believe that James Harden doesn't know what police officers have done to black people over the last 3 months and have historically done to black people? Stop it. Quick news break with yours truly. I'm the one and only Mr. TALIAFERRO. Y'all check out GREASEWAY Apparel. I'm out.